Guys and dolls, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I am doing a quick video right now just to talk to you about communication or the lack thereof. I hope you can hear me. I'm talking a little bit louder because I've got the fan going because it's hot. Okay, so if you're with a truly loving partner, this person is not going to try to deter you from expressing your opinion, deter you from having a conversation with them. They're not going to deter you from expressing likes or dislikes that you may have. If they truly care about you, they want to hear what you have to say, and they, will respond appropriately to what you have to say. I have been in a situation where, this isn't the first time, I've been in a situation where dudes deter women from talking about what they like or don't like by saying you're trying to start an argument. I fucking hate that. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I hate that. It sounds like the person really don't give a flying fuck about your opinion. Because anything that's a concern of yours should be a concern to them. So if you're sitting here and you're saying to this person, I told you, you're hanging with friends. I'll give you a scenario. You're hanging with a bunch of friends. And you say, yeah, remember I told you earlier tonight, I wanted to leave earlier because I have a headache and now my headache is worse. If a person has no communication skills, they're going to say, here we go. You trying to start an argument. You trying to pick a fight. Here we go. That's immature, irresponsible, and inconsiderate of your partner. If you care about your partner and the person says, babe, remember I told you I wanted to leave earlier because my head was hurting and it's hurt worse now. It's hurting worse. You say, babe, I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't hear you say you had a headache. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say that. Or, yeah, I know you wanted to leave earlier. I'm sorry. I got into a conversation with whoever, Billy Bob. I got into a conversation with him and it went longer than I expected and I apologize. You do not deter the person by saying, oh God, here we go. You're trying to pick a fight. Every single time we go out somewhere, you have to pick a fight. That means that person needs to brush up on their communication skills because that's very asshole-ish. That's asshole behavior, all right? Everything that someone says to you is not a fucking argument. And then when the person flips out, you don't know why they flipped out. Because their concerns are of no concern to you. Grow up and man up. All right? Take consideration for your partner. And a lot of people have terrible communication skills. That's not where the problem comes in. The problem comes in when you refuse to brush up on your communication skills. The problem comes in when you don't say, I gotta be honest with you, communication is not my strong suit. So help me with that. As we go along, as we progress through this, help me through it because it's not my strong suit. Because there's nothing better than admitting that you have a problem instead of acting like whatever, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. And then you ignore your partner's needs. And Shahrazad is a friend of mine online, and she talked about this the other day. If you don't take your partner's concerns into consideration and you continue to do what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. That's what I always say that. She didn't say that, but I say that all the time. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. If you love somebody and you care about them so damn much, what they say should be importante to you. It should be important to you. All right? So a person saying, oh God, here we go. Again. Or, sorry about that. A person saying, you're just trying to start an argument. That could also be a control tactic. Some people are hungry for control because they have low self-esteem. Okay? So they're desperate for control. So they don't want you expressing your opinion. It's so easy for people to say, I love you, I love you, I love you. But when it comes time to proving it through actions, people have a much harder time doing that. Much harder time doing that. So Shahrazad did a video. I saw her video the other day talking about, Shahrazad Morgan is her name. And she was talking about how, you know, you ignore your partner's needs, you ignore your partner's needs, you ignore your partner's needs. Before you know it, time passes. And I'm kind of like, what's the word? Surmising how this goes. I'm not going to be verbatim, okay? You ignore your partner's needs, and before you know it, that partner doesn't want to be with you anymore, and they're with someone else who does take their needs seriously and who doesn't roll their eyes up in their head every time you open your mouth. Somebody who doesn't, who's smart enough to know the difference between a discussion and an argument. If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to die a lonely person. Because if you want a woman with a fucking brain in her head, she's going to want to verbalize to you and communicate with you. If she's a dunce, then she's not going to want to communicate. She's going to be like, whatever you want is okay with me. Whatever you say is okay with me. If you're attracted to dunces, then that's go ahead and get you one. But if you want someone with a fucking brain in her head, she's going to want to communicate with you. And she's going to want to express her concerns or what she likes or what. She's just going to want to communicate with you. If she's not permitted to have communication with you, why are you with her? And Shahrazad said, you're going to mess around and somebody else, I don't know how she worded it, but I'm going to word it this way. Somebody else's pecker is where is going to be where yours used to be, because he doesn't have a problem listening to her. He doesn't have a problem communicating. Okay? Your marriage is going to fall flat. Your relationship is going to fall flat. Your girlfriend is going to leave you. Fiance, wife, they're going to leave your ass. Or husband, whoever, is going to leave you because they're tired of it. They're going to communicate with you but so much before they say, you know what? You don't have any love for me and you don't have any respect for me. I'm not even permitted to express my opinion. So, and they may not tell you they're leaving you. You come home to an empty house. They may not tell you shit. So, a lot of people out there are going to have to change their ways. I have a tendency, because I've been with so many dysfunctional people, I have a tendency to be triggered when people do that to me, shut me down. When I'm trying to communicate with your ass, it didn't start out as a fight, but now it's going to graduate or escalate to a fight because I don't like your fucking mouth and I don't like the way you're responding to what I said. I love you. Anybody could say that. Proving it through respecting that person and listening to them, whether you want to hear what they have to say or not, is besides the point. You didn't tell your parents, oh God, you're trying to start an argument, because they knocked the shit out of you. You had to respect them. Well, you need to respect your partner too. Relationships fail because of miscommunication and because one partner does not respect the other one. So when the partner gets angry and flips out, instead of focusing on the reason why this person flipped out, you focusing on the result of your terrible communication, lack of communication, and the lack of respect for how they feel. They get angry and now you want to focus on the anger. No, 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 no. Some of y'all really need a ditz. You need a woman who's got air in her head instead of a brain. Because those are the only people you'll get along with. Or a robot. Change the way you're doing things or you're going to die a lonely person. That's the bottom line. Y'all take care.